Every year, the flight simulation community comes together for one event. One weekend where developers pull back the curtains, where the announcements get made, and where the future of this hobby takes shape right in front of your eyes. This year, Flight Sim Expo 2026 landed in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it did not disappoint. I was on the ground for the entire weekend, walking the show floor, sitting in the sessions, getting FaceTime with some of the most exciting teams in the industry right now. And out of every conversation I had at that show, one stood out. Meridian GMT has been one of the most talked about hardware companies in flight simulation for the past couple of years. Big promises, a bold vision, and a community that has been waiting and watching very patiently. Well, at FS Expo 2026, the wait finally got an end date. I sat down with the team at their booth and they walked me through their entire new product line. And I have to say, in person, this hardware is something else. Now, before we get into it, I want to completely be transparent with you as I always have on this channel. This is not a sponsored video. Meridian GMT did not pay me, and this is not a paid partnership of any kind. Everything that you hear are my own genuine thoughts and opinions, nothing more, nothing less. I just think that this product is worth talking about. I want you to have all the facts. With that said, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mr. Squirrel Lee today, and we're going inside Meridian GMT. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Mr. Squirrel Lee, and once again, on another year, we're standing here with Nicki, and with his new company, Meridian GMT. I gotta say, Nicki, these things are pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Pretty damn awesome. So you want to give us a little insight on it?
I would love to give you an insight on it. It's been, I don't know where to start.
Three years.
It's been a lot of blood, sweat, tears. Sometimes more blood, sometimes more tears, but we're finally there, right?
Yeah.
So we're finally just short of, like we're starting production like a month from now or something like that.
Yeah.
For the yoke, and then the throttle is just trailing a couple of months after. But it's holy crap, it's been a journey.
You know, you've had a rough couple of years, but you persevered, and now you've got it here.
I, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've been told what I wanted to do was impossible,
Yeah.
but I can tell you how many times I proved them wrong every time.
It's all that matters, right?
No, so everything is custom, right? And we had to we don't have the luxury of the space that for an FCU where you like if you look at wing controls or wing flexes FCU, then the unit that sits behind them makes it able to push and pull on the buttons is like 4 inches.
Yeah.
But we have 1.5, no, not even half an inch, just over half an inch of space for it. So we had to go to manufacturers that makes rotary knobs and make a whole new rotary knob that doesn't exist today
Yeah.
for us, so we could do that. And it's been like that with every single thing.
Yes.
Like everything has just been just like a problem that we have to invent. I think there's 7 patents on the open throttle.
Yeah.
7 or 8. I can't remember. 6 maybe.
It's
I don't know.
Modular system. So
Yeah.
you know, it's awesome that people that can't, like myself, I have a sim rig set up of almost a whole A320 that I'm building. But if you're a GA flyer and an airline flyer, you know, a lot of people don't have that type of room. So this right here is perfect for them.
Yeah.
You know, and we love that it's coming straight out of the box with an under desk mount. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
awesome.
the actual mount you buy separately, but
Yes.
it
has the capability.
It had a capability. It's
Yes.
pre-mounted for it, or it has mounts for it, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, shame on me if I didn't take all the feedback that I've gotten from the community over the last almost 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And then feed it in. But the problem I had before was all good suggestions like on the table mount, a place for your mouse and stuff like that. But when I designed my first yoke and throttle, I didn't think that in.
Yeah.
Right? And so I tried to re-engineer it, and just wasn't possible. But now I had all those suggestions in my suggestion box already, so I moved them all in. So, there's a mouse pad mount for the throttle. There is on the table mount for yoke and throttle. Instead of having these screw things that you unscrew for detaching it, it's now a cam lock. So you just flip it open, and again it's open.
Yeah, that's
Right?
awesome.
So and then you know when I started designing the Alpha, I was a GA pilot, right? I was newly minted GA pilot, and so that's my comfort zone. That's where I went, but it clearly neglected the commercial pilots, and especially on the when we talk about throttles, the Airbus community was completely neglected, and so I made good on that this time around. My chief technical officer is an A320 type rated officer or pilot, I should say,
Yeah.
first officer. Um,
Airbus all the way.
Airbus, yeah. I have a lot, like I've been leading a lot more on the people I know that are commercial pilots on making sure that it is as accurate as possible to that. But with that also, the modularity was just a necessity, right? Because where before it was just the levers you could exchange, now you have the avionics models that you can modules that you can exchange. You can pop in an EFIS panel or multi-engine on the yoke. Um, you know, having both EFIS, FCU, and auto brake system for all Airbus aircraft in one was a huge challenge. Um, but you know, I mean, the slogan is everything is important.
Yes.
Right. And so we don't cut corners.
Yes.
I mean, the engineers hate me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even allowed in that office anymore.
Well,
I have to send Donnie.
I will sit there and say I want to be the first to thank you. Let's go over here and look at this. In the way you made these throttles now, like that, like with the originals, that you had created, we had to go to like Etsy or get some or 3D print or something. But these, as in the full thing of being able to hold them, the detents that automatically come in there, that is amazing. That is. I know that was the main thing that everybody wanted before anything is to
Yeah.
be able to have full, almost, just like real.
This is 90% scale.
Yeah. So
So
this is amazing on that, and this part right here is just it's totally amazing. Like I cannot wait. Now I will have to give you one little criticism on my end,
please.
my opinion.
Yeah.
This thing is freaking huge.
Yeah.
It's huge, but all the stuff that you had to put in here, I could see why it's this big.
Honestly, so I wanted to have the same height as my previous yoke and throttle, so you weren't required to operate both of them. But and I was pretty close to the same width.
Yeah.
But then it didn't fit, right?
Yeah.
We tried, and then it was like the compromises we had to make to keep the same width and height was just too much. We'd have to remove stuff. Right. So we decided first. The Alpha in Bravo is 28.6 centimeters, 286 millimeters wide. We first went to 320, which is an inch wider, and then we went to 34 and a half, which is 2 inches wider, and now we're at 36. That's like 2 3/4 of an inch wider.
Yes.
But there is no way this would fit. Right.
It's a lot of electronics in there.
But the depth is only like little less than 2 inches deeper, but you have a pitch travel that is twice as long,
Yeah.
and actually more than twice as long. And it's the aft pitch alone, because it's asymmetrical, is more than the whole pitch travel of the Alpha, right?
Yeah.
Just aft. And it's the EFIS panel, so we had to and actually on the final model, the prototype didn't have it, but we had to increase it about this height because this is just too tight. So we got to get to a point where, compact is great, but it's just if it ruins the experience, then that's a compromise where it has veto. But
especially if somebody like me with these big old hands trying to get into there and
yeah, no,
turn that dial and everything.
it's but we are coming out with more compact solutions as well, right?
Yeah.
So and that's the
Maybe like
thing.
some light ones or something.
So well, we don't do light. I mean, look at me.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah, but what we're doing is we'll have a standard, pretty much everything except for the throttle, because the throttle is upgradable to a pro level. But
yeah,
we'll have a standard, a plus, and a pro version of
Right.
everything. So that the yoke will have a standard version. This is a plus, right?
Yeah.
So there'll be a lower level one. that we're probably going to announce pretty soon. There is, I already announced that one, the Pro, with the Dad. Have you, oh, electromagnetic dual axis direct drive.
Oh, direct drive. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So there's never even been single axis direct drive on a yoke before. We now have dual axis direct drive. It's basically it's a maglev train on upside down.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty. That took me. Oh my God.
So I know that you had announced about having a motor inside here.
Yeah.
For auto throttle and for the trim.
Yes. And there's still, well, not in there, upgradable too, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and it still is. It's just gonna have to be a little bit different than what I initially announced. Not how it works, but how it's executed.
Okay.
And that is because I was told if I wanted to put that in that throttle right here, right now, then we wouldn't be out in 26.
Gotcha.
And so then I was like, that's just.
No, that's great because some people might not even want that.
Yeah.
So.
No, so what it is, so this part right here is actually a module. You can pop this out.
Yeah.
And that was done for several reasons. Also, that so people don't have to, if something breaks, they can just take the module that they need. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a starter kit for the motors, where you get 2 motors, and you get a new throttle unit that way you can fit the motors in, and you send the old one back.
Yeah.
For $150, so that's a $50 swap cost. But that way you can buy this now, and then when the motors come out, then you can swap it, and it's a rent.
That's easy.
Yeah, right.
Easy.
So that's the plan. So that way we get it out this side of the new year.
Gotcha.
And I think and then you can still upgrade to the motorized, and it will do axis 1 through 5 and the trim wheel. You can upgrade. It's the same motor, so you can even swap between them if you want to try one or the other.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, and I can't wait for them to come out. My videographer just told me that my battery is about to be dead.
All right. October 28th.
Well,
on my birthday.
All I need to know is, do I need to give you my address now so you can ship these to me, or?
Actually, if you can tattoo it on my butt.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got to get you a good in-depth interview with you, man. So everybody, Meridian GMT, Nicki, it's been a long time, but he's finally got them out, and they look amazing. So y'all keep up for that. And how long? What you said? Your birthday? When's your birthday?
October 28th. That's when this come out.
They're coming. The yoke's coming out, and y'all be able to get them shipped to you. So we'll see y'all later. Y'all go check out the website, Meridian GMT.
All right. Awesome.
Appreciate it, bro.